Hi children, this is Ansu. I hope you went through the last module published last week. In that, we talked about what is a network and what are the features of a network. What is topology, architecture, and protocols, right? In this module, we are going to discuss the next part of it. That is, shall I move to the next slide? The types of computer networks, what is internet, what is a World Wide Web, and what are the devices that we are using for networking. The first topic we have to discuss is what are the types of computer networks. A computer network may consist of a few computer systems in a room or millions of devices spread across the globe. When you talk about a computer network, it can be a group of systems inside a tall building, it can be a few systems in a small room, or it can be covering all the systems available wide across the world. The number of computers does not necessarily decide the type of network. That is, maybe two computers can make a network, maybe 1,000 computers can make a network. It depends on for what purpose it is being used. So the numbers of computers does not depend on the type of network. The computer networks are characterized on the basis of their size, scope, transmission medium, network protocol in use, and even the amount of geographical area that they can cover. That is, it does not depend on the number of computers, rather, it depends on the size of the network, the scope of the network, for what it is used, the transmission medium, what is the thing that is connecting the computers together, what are the network protocols that you have used in order to connect these devices together, and what is the area of coverage. These many things has to be put into account when you define the different types of networks. Shall we move on to the next slide? Local area network. There are basically three types of networks. They are local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. In that, first we are going to discuss the local area network. A local area network or LAN is the simplest form of a computer network. A LAN consists of a number of computers connected in a small geographical area. One of the computer acts as the server and the entire network is confined to the same organization or building. Home network is a LAN with a single administrator. Multiple privately owned devices can be linked together using physical or wireless connection. A LAN displays a higher data transfer rate reaching up to 100 megabits per second. That means when you talk about a local area network, it can be your laptop in your home broadband connection. It can be a few computers connected in our school, or it can be a group of computers in a big office confined to a building. That is, the area of coverage is very small in the case of a local area network. And the method of connection can be either be done by using wires or without wires. And since the distance of coverage is less, the speed of transfer is very high in the case of a local area network. Next, we are going to talk about the wide area network. Wide area network or WAN often consists of multiple LANs separated by large physical distances. That is, if you think of a wide area network, you can connect a lot of houses together to form a WAN. Each individual devices are located far apart from each other and are managed by multiple system administrators. In the case of local area network, every house is having one administrator. But here it is done by different administrator. It is not done by a single administrator. It can span across countries or even continents containing multiple lands within themselves. That is, every country can have different lands of their own, but you are connecting all countries and continents together in the case of a wide area network. In a typical WAN, a number of computer systems communicate using special devices such as bridges, routers, and gateways. That is, in this, we are using a lot of extra devices to connect it. We are not talking about a simple connection, we are talking about multiple connections. In this module itself, we will be discussing about bridges, routers, and gateways. A WAN can be created using physical connections or radio waves and spread across a large region. Even these can be done using a physical connection or can be done as radio waves. That is, you can use it as a coverage for a longer distance without wires also. The internet is the largest WAN in the world. That is an important point. The internet is the largest WAN in the world. The internet that you talk is the largest WAN in the world. Then the next topic is metropolitan area network. In the metropolitan area network, or MAN, is a network of devices within a single geographical area, such as a town or a city. That is, you're talking about a city range, then that network we use is a metropolitan area network, or a MAN. Two or more LANs are often connected in a MAN, which consists of multiple combinations of different hardwares. In this, you have two or more LANs, but not thousands of LANs attached together. It is smaller than a WAN and display a higher network speed. That is, since the distance of focus is lesser than a wide area network, the speed is faster than a wide area network. A MAN is often a privately owned data network extended to a distance up to 100 kilometers. That is, the boundary limits usually extend up to 100 kilometers range. The next topic that we are going to discuss is the internet. The internet is a worldwide network of computers that connects millions of devices. That is, it is spanned all across the globe and thousands, no, millions of computers are attached. Computers or other network devices are attached to this internet. It consists of a number of smaller networks and websites containing different types of information. That is, what do you see in the internet? You find a lot of websites which contains information regarding the things that you need. So it is having a lot of things that contains different types of information. It is used for different purposes such as sending and receiving emails, file transfers, searching information, and online chatting. You are familiar with all these 4 points. That is, you send and receive emails, yes. You do file transfers. If you are asked to send a file from one place to another, you do it very easily. Yes, it is used for file transfers. It is used for searching information. When you are given an assignment, what do? You search the internet first thing for photos to do, right? All these things you do online. And online chatting too. Yes, if you get a chance, you will take your mother's mobile and go online and chat with your friends, right? So online chatting is also an example or one of the uses of internet. Private commercial organization often acts as a internet service providers or ISPs. It means that is, in order to connect to the internet, you have different types of connections. Some people use BSNL connections, right? And some people use Geo. Geo is a private organization. So it depends on what type of network that you use for connecting to the internet. They are internet service providers. Once connected to the internet, you can exchange information with other online computers. That is, you can exchange information only when you are connected to the internet. The next topic we are going to discuss is World Wide Web. I think you are familiar with this term. The thing is, When you open your Chrome or your Internet Explorer and search for a site, you type www dot something. For example, if you want Google, you type www.google.com. Yes? The www that you type stands for World Wide Web. So let me read out the points. World Wide Web or WWW is a collection of information available on the internet. That is, it's like a file of information. Different files of different groups are kept for you to find. It is an information sharing platform that allows you to share information in the form of text, document, images, audio, video, etc. It is an information sharing platform, means you are transferring data from one place to another. This data becomes relevant because it is an information for another person. So it can be in the form of a text, it can be a few passages, it can be pictures, it can be beautiful videos. So it is basically used for information exchange. An application called web browser is used to view a website. You have different types of web browsers to use. The oldest one I remember is the Internet Explorer, then came Firefox, then came the Google Chrome, which is now widely being used. All these are examples of web browsers. In order to access internet, you can't just open your computer and just type www somewhere. You have to open your web browser in order to access the internet. Today, dedicated apps are used in mobile devices or tablets, computers to access a particular website or an online service. That is, you can use even mobiles and tablet computers to access particular websites online. With this, we come to the end of today's presentation. I would like you all to go through the portions in depth so that you can understand the concepts clearly.